Hello, Heim Elementary. I'm so excited. We're about to send you on a virtual field trip through the historic North Park Theater in Buffalo, New York. The theater is 100 years old this year. Happy birthday, North Park! Let's go on this field trip.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Cristiano here. Mr. Cristiano is the cameraman. It's nice to see you on this bright and sunny day. I'm going to take you guys on a virtual field trip through a very beautiful historical landmark. I'm dressed like this because we're going back in time when this historical landmark was built, 1920.
The first thing you see when you go to the theater is this fancy, super bright sign called a marquee. Lots of old theaters have marquees. The marquee can write special messages to the customers. But mostly, the marquee shows you the movie for the week. The manager has to go up on a super tall ladder to change the words. Sometimes we have a special guest to help. Spider-Man! Thank you for helping the North Park Theater.
The entrance ceiling is about 35 feet high, and all the walls were brought back to their original colors. Mostly gold and some reds, and there's fancy brocade all along the walls at the top. Very fancy, and all of that had to be redone and replastered. A lot of that is made of wood, very old, and very beautiful. Another part of the 1920s, they loved to use stained glass windows, and all of these stained glass windows had to be redone by a special craftsman who learned how to work with glass and who loves old stained glass windows. He came back and brought all those back. And there's a special one right up here, as you can see. It says, Shays North Park. That one was in 1,000 pieces and had to be brought back together. It took many months.
See this stained glass window in pieces? It looks like a giant puzzle. Doesn't it look beautiful when you put it together?
Cha-ching! This is where you buy your tickets. Let's go into the concession stand. Cha-ching! This is where you buy your snacks.
Everyone loves our popcorn.
Hey, I'm up here in the Juliet windows. Hey, over here in the Juliet windows.
The view from the Juliet window is spectacular.
I'm going to take you to the secret rooms in the theater where nobody gets to go.
This is where all the action takes place. This is the old projector. It's 100 years old or older. And this is how they made the movies. They taped them like this. They were on tapes.
All the movies were on reels. Now, the movies are all digital.
Hey, do you want to go up to the attic? 75 feet above the theater.
Oh, that door is awesome.
I'm going to send Mr. Cristiano up there. Mike just found a 50-year-old poster of a famous rock and roll band called the Beatles. Wow! They also had an organ playing behind those green curtains. Let's go take a look. This is the organ room, the original organ room, and you can see where all the chimes and everything were. Was all organ. But now, this room is used as a supply room. This is backstage. When people come to talk about their films, like the directors or even the actors, they get to be in this room before they get to talk, so they can get ready. This is the basement of the North Park Theater. It's 100 years old. Nobody ever comes down here. Look at the walls, it's like a cave. It's so super cool. There's old things down here. I don't even know, but it's really cool down here. And they don't build basements like this anymore. It's got like 30-foot ceilings. Come with me. Hey, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the supply room. Let's go into the theater now. When the theater was built, it was the grandest in Buffalo. Come on. This theater design is called Art Deco. Everything was made by hand by artists and craftsmen. The theaters like this were the most popular places to hang out in the 1920s. See, there were no computers, no TVs, and no cell phones. If you wanted to go watch a movie, you went to this theater. Most movie theaters like this are gone. That's why this one is so important. This theater is very big. It seats 700 people. It only has one screen, but it is one of the biggest in this area.
The screen is so huge.
In the 1920s, silent movies were seen here. No sound and only captions or words to read, and the organ in the background. This theater's a non-profit theater, so no one can make money from its ticket sales or food. All the money goes into its upkeep and restoration. We've been restoring this theater for over 7 years now. We are bringing it back to exactly the way it looked 100 years ago. See the platforms all the way to the dome? Even in the front, there were platforms above the stage. Look at the face, right on the wall. It was restored. We restored the lights, the dome, the screen, the stage, the seats, the friezes, the paintings, the lobby, and the marquee to make them look like they did in 1920, 100 years ago this year. Once again, happy birthday, North Park Theater. Like I said, we get a lot of special guests to help from many parts of the universe.